inspiring self-love, and discovering the constant beauty of this ever-changing world.
On this week's episode, Allie and Regan share their highs and lows for the week, what they would do if they could time travel, and they tried a new game for Season 3. Welcome to the Wanderlusting Wives podcast. We are your navigators, Allison
And Regan, and welcome to Wildcard Wednesday. We have another Wildcard Wednesday conversation coming your way, but before we get to that, be sure to give our website a visit where you can find all of our episode links right there. Easy for you to click on all of them, both Travel Tuesday and Wildcard Wednesday episodes. And if you haven't checked out our Travel Tuesday episodes, we highly recommend that you do so. We have some really fun content over there. But yeah, our website is www.wanderlustingwives.com. And Allie, where else can people get in touch with us, follow along with us? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we are quite active on social media, so make sure you are following us on all platforms. So Instagram is at wanderlustingwives. We will post when a new episode has been released, get a little bit of a clip of each episode, a little sneak peek for you. Also, we are on Facebook. That's Wanderlusting Wives Podcast. Twitter at Wanderlust Wives, and then we also have an email. So if you're enjoying the podcast, you want to leave us some feedback, also give us a 5-star review, but email us your feedback as well. We'd love to hear from you. You can also reach out to us if you have some fun stories you want to share. Maybe you want to be a guest on our podcast. So feel free to email us anytime. Our email is wanderlustingwives@gmail.com.
Yeah, so we have a kind of new thing that we're going to try here on Wildcard Wednesday, and just bear with us. Like I said, it is new, and we're going to be testing out some different stuff, maybe to preview for next season, maybe to kind of keep here for the rest of this season, but that won't come until our third segment, our Discover segment, so hang in there, and you'll be surprised soon. But before we get to that, we're going to get right off here with our escape segment, where we're just going to figure out what we're going to talk about and just be present in the moment and have a good conversation. So our wheel of topics is spinning, and what are we going to get? It's like a sea of blue and yellow and red and green that's like spinning at me. I can't look at it when it's spinning, but oh goodness.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we're going to do some time traveling here. And I kind of get scared of these topics because like I think it all started with the if we were on an island and could only bring 3 things with us, and I'm not good at these ones, but we're going to do some time traveling. And in fact, we're going to do some time traveling back to a period in your life, like in our lives. So,
Wow.
yeah. If only, right?
Yes.
And I think I have to start with like my wedding.
Okay.
I think I have to start there because I constantly say like, oh my goodness, I hope that when I die someday, there's like a feature where like I can sit in front of a TV with a remote and like play back, like relive different moments in my life. And I think I would have to go back to my wedding. I would definitely want to relive that again. It was like so magical and went by way too quickly. So I think that's where I'd start. It feels safe.
Okay, so you're reliving good things. I want to go back to time and change some things.
Oh, okay. Hit us.
So I think I want to go back to like maybe high school, I think. That's not too far. And maybe just not be so worried about boys, which of course now I can say that like, you know, I think this is 7 years since I graduated high school. So, you know, teenage me didn't really know what I know now. But it would just be nice to just focus more on friends. I was always a good student, so it didn't really interfere with my grades or anything. But I think it would have just been more fun, less drama, if I just wasn't so worried about dating someone in high school, and just, you know, really focusing on myself. Of course, I say that now because back then, that's all anyone wants to do, it seems like.
Yeah.
But now it's like, you know, I wish I would have spent more time just discovering myself and learning that it's okay, that you can just Am I still here? I just
You're still there. It's
Oh,
working.
okay, I guess we'll keep this in here, but my lights just flickered. I think I actually time traveled, but I am still here. This is 2023, right? Okay,
Oh my god.
that was wild. We're actually time traveling, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I think just knowing what I know now, I just would have appreciated just being with myself and growing as a person and not feeling like I had to be in a relationship to be happy per se.
Yeah, I feel that at a very deep level. Yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely jumped right to the reliving good times, but there are definitely some things, yeah, I would change the similar thing, you know? It's part of the reason why we're moving to Florida is like I never really took that time at one point in my life to like figure myself out, to take that time for myself and like really put myself first. But, and it's worked out for us. Like I'm kind of getting to right a regret a little bit with this move to Florida. But yeah, it's like in that moment, adolescence is so tough. Like high school is so tough. And I feel like adults, like, even though we've lived it, we kind of forget that we lived it,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just, like, rolling our eyes at the newest teenage trend or whatever it is, or, like, but we were there too, you know? So it's like we can't really point the finger unless we wanna look in the mirror,
Yeah.
and it's really interesting. Yeah, I feel that whole, like, middle school, high school. I wanna go back and, not relive it necessarily, but yeah,
Yeah, just
or
redo some
do
things.
some things
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, for sure.
I also think that I wanna go back in time to, like, maybe like let's say age 7 for me
Wow, specific.
because
Okay.
yeah, I mean, kind of because my brother is 8 years older than me, 8, 9, somewhere around there. So that would have been like right before he went to college, which was like we had such a great relationship. We always were playing weird like games. There was a game we played called oh shoot, it was like ride the buck the wooding. It was something to do with a horsey. And like he being the older brother, like he would get on all fours and I'd get on his back and I'd be like cowboy or whatever. And the goal of the game was for him to literally like buck me off of his back. So, you know, it was very dangerous. And I don't know that my parents realized how dangerous it was, but those were some of the best times. I loved hanging out with my brother and like I love our dynamic now too, where it's like we're both married and so like that brings a really cool new layer to our relationship because there's other people in there too that we can like all be friends together. But like that time in my life was just it was so special. Before he went to college, it was just the two of us like so yeah, I think I'd want to go back there and like relive that a little bit too. I know there's like a reason for life moving in a certain direction, but I don't know. If we could, it would be cool. Maybe my lights will flicker too, and I can travel
Yeah,
back.
yeah, you'll have your own time machine. I'm surprised he didn't say that he was teaching you how to run into a wall because he like taught every neighborhood kid how to pretend like you were running into the
Yeah,
wall.
that too. There was another game where we'd stack all of the couch cushions, and then like I would sit on top of them, and it was his goal to try and knock the tower and me over. It was like, yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, it was very violent games and activities. You know, running into walls. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times. I think there's no specific time that's like coming to my mind right now, but just going back and just getting a glimpse of my childhood again. I talk to people now about my childhood and how, you know, we would travel and our neighborhood was super close. Like we got to do some incredible things. And I wish that I would have cherished those moments before. It just seemed like something that every other neighborhood was doing probably, but
Mm.
it wasn't that. I talk to people now and like, "Oh my gosh, you had like such an amazing childhood, you know, your neighborhood. We had a neighborhood Olympics. Different families in the neighborhood were competing against each other. We would have talent shows. We would
Kickball
yeah,
games,
wiffle
the
ball,
best.
glow in the dark wiffle ball, constantly
Mhm,
swimming in your pool, and just so
mhm.
many. cool memories that you don't realize are so special in the moment. But now looking back, it's like, wait, everyone didn't live the same childhood that I did or you did. We had different childhoods and we lived a block away. But we had those moments growing up that I think were so, so special. And it's something that, I look for when, Nate and I are looking for a house that we want to move to next, where we're going to, eventually have kids. And I hope that the community is half as amazing as the community and neighborhood that we had growing up, because it's just so special. And I hope that maybe if that's not there in that community or that neighborhood, hopefully I can make that happen for my own children and the other kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, totally special. Like, I feel like summer was as good as it was growing up because of our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, always, like, I still have everyone's home phone numbers memorized,
Yeah.
just because it's like, that's how you got in touch. And it was just so fun calling everybody for a pool party or like kickball game, sleepover. Like, yeah, man, good times. So maybe I'll update my last thing to be like 8 or 9 years old, because I feel like at that point, like, our neighborhood would have started getting tight. So maybe I can overlap a couple of goals there.
Yeah, that works.
Well, awesome. So we're time traveling. Your lights flickering told us that was going to happen. And we're going to travel into our next segment, which is our Inspire segment, where we're just going to be really honest about the highs and lows of our week. So, Allie, you want to get us started on this?
And now a quick word from our sponsor. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. The entire web becomes listenable for the first time, all in one place. Browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. Stop scrolling and start listening. You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Kardashians. It will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud. And the best part, they have podcasts. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. You can even find us there. I started using it as my default podcast app. They even have a digital radio. Download and use Newsly for free now at www.newsly.me or from the link in the description, and use promo code WIVES. That's WIVES. And you can get a 1-month free premium subscription. You can find all this information in our description from this episode. And now back to our episode.
Sure, I will get us started. My high has not happened yet, so I guess, when we're recording this, it hasn't happened yet, but I guess when it comes out, it will have happened. But my grandparents and their best friends are coming to visit for a couple of days, and I am so excited for that. My grandparents' best friends are like grandparents to me, so it's going to be a really fun couple of days. Going to Oakmont Bakery, because you have to go there when when guests are in town. Regan knows. And just really just spending time with them. Like, they're not super old, but they're getting older, so any time with them is super special. So really looking forward to spending time with them. So that would be my high. And then my low, my husband is currently on a trip with his brothers out west, which is super amazing. I'm so happy for them. They haven't really traveled much growing up, especially all 4 of them together. So it's a really special time for them, but that also means I'm by myself with the dog. So it's a little sad. And I won't actually be seeing him for 2 weeks, because I am going on a vacation with my family that he's going to catch up with when he gets back. But it's been a while since we've been apart for so long, because we did long distance in college, being different states away. But we haven't been apart for this long in a while. So absence makes the heart grow fonder, they say.
They say. Yeah, distance is tough when you're not used to it. It's like, you look back, you're like, at one point, how did we do long distance?
Yeah, seriously. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's rough. Well, hopefully the time will both fly by and also allow for you to savor it, because it sounds like you've got some good stuff lined up.
Yeah,
too.
Definitely.
So, awesome. Well, my low was really unexpected. I had to go into the doctor today and have like a very minor but painful operation. I'm okay. I'm great. I'm just like, if you could see me as we're recording this, I'm kind of just like, wiggling back and forth standing up because sitting is painful, but I'm all good. But that was definitely a low. Not a great Monday. But my high totally, oh my gosh. So if you haven't seen the Barbie movie yet, please go and see it. Women, men, those in between, everybody, like, go see this movie. There's something for everybody. It's just a really, really beautiful, heartwarming, uplifting, thought-provoking movie that you wouldn't expect from like Barbie, like all the pink and the stereotypical Barbie, but it was so good. I went to the drive-in with some friends and we all got dressed up in pink and brought pink snacks, and it was just like a really, really good time. So that was definitely a high, but also there's just been a lot of good stuff. I don't know about you, Allie, but I just feel like life is good lately. And my passport came.
Yay!
So yay, that's something else that's a high. So I actually do get to go on vacation next week. But yeah, lots of good stuff happening. Some bumps in the road here and there, but we talk about it. I feel like frequently lately that it's sometimes the bumps that make for the best stories and memories. So
absolutely
cool. Go team. Yeah, and then in a couple of weeks we will have vacations to report on. So
yeah, it's exciting.
stay tuned. All right, well, now's the time, I think, to introduce this new experiment that we're going to do tonight. Allie, would you like to tell our listeners what we are planning for this last segment, or would you like me to?
Yeah, let's see if I can explain this correctly, because it's kind of, we talked about it, if you listened to a previous episode, Regan was visiting recently, so we talked about it when she was here visiting, and if you listen to previous episodes, we do articles, and we're kind of like, articles, we're getting kind of over it. So we're trying this out. If it's good and people enjoy it, we'll bring it back for the next season, and maybe actually we might finish out the season with it. We'll see. Anyways, on to the activity. So
I feel like we should get like dun dun dun. Hopefully it's way better than that, but let's see.
Yeah, who knows? So it's kind of like The Price is Right, I guess we'll say. Regan and I each researched a place. So we're going to be flying out of Pittsburgh. This is just a made up thing. We're not actually doing this. But
we could.
Okay. I don't know. You must be sitting on a lot of money I don't know of. Anyways.
Hey, stop giving it away.
So basically, we're starting in Pittsburgh, and we picked a destination that's flying out tonight. And we're going to take turns guessing what that price is. And we also are going to do the same thing with an activity. And we're giving each other 3 tries to say higher or lower. And if you don't guess right, well, you're staying home. Sorry.
Yeah, you get to save some money, but you don't get to go to the trip. So
yep.
Yeah, today we were joking about it before we started recording that this is our Discover segment, and today we're going to be discovering just how much money it is to fly out on the same day. So here we go. Ellie, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. Let's see. I'm anxious to see where I'm going.
All right, drum roll. Just imagine the drum roll. I'm not going to do it for real. Okay, so you tonight are going to fly out at about 9 p.m., which is in a half an hour. And you're flying from Pittsburgh to Dubai.
Ooh, okay.
Pittsburgh? Land of Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. I would like to actually go there. I'm kind of afraid to know what the price of the tickets are. I guess I would be booking far more in advance. But, okay, Pittsburgh to Dubai. Well, there's definitely going to need to be some layovers, I feel like, because Pittsburgh's an international airport, but it's not that big. It's not part of the game, so I guess I don't have to guess the stops.
Oh, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say $6,200.
Lower.
Oh, wow. Okay. So lower than that. Oh, did I forget to leave or say the part where we have to be within $100? I don't think.
Oh yeah, within $100,
Yeah.
and then you get the prize.
Yeah, okay, I forgot that earlier. Okay, so I said $6,200 and it's lower. How about 5,700?
Lower.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be cheap.
You know, it's a good deal.
Wow,
right?
why am I not leaving right now? Wow, this is shocking. 3,200.
Wow, higher.
But
that was your
yeah, I
third
don't
guess,
get to go.
So you know what? You don't get to go to Dubai for $4,480. I'm sorry.
Wow, actually, I'm shocked. I mean, that's, I'm not going to be paying that price, but that's cheaper than I thought it was going to be, obviously.
It's probably a terrible flight.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like 8 layovers.
Oh, I bet. I can't imagine.
Okay, but so you know what? You didn't get to go to Dubai. You're not getting on that flight, but maybe you might get on a flight to Dubai a different time, and you might want to go to the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo, because why wouldn't that be your first stop when you get there?
I don't know.
So, adult admission, because you can't afford to spend more than that on one ticket, the 4,480. So it's just you, one adult, to the aquarium and underwater zoo. Okay,
so the aquarium and underwater zoo. It's a package deal, right? It's not two
package deal.
I'm gonna say $55.
Oh my god. So you don't have a plane ticket, but you do have a ticket to the aquarium.
Yes.
It is $54 to get into the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo.
Wow.
So just get the plane ticket and you're good to go.
Wow, I cannot believe I
First guess, that was impressive.
Yeah, it's actually pretty comparable, I guess, to going to like a zoo or an aquarium here.
That is true. That is true. Maybe I should have picked something different. You know what? It's the first time.
Okay. We're still working it out.
Good job. Yeah. You got 1 out of 2. You're good.
Perfect. All right, you ready to hear where you're going?
Hit me.
All right, Pittsburgh to Tokyo, leaving at 9:45 p.m., but there's a 33-minute delay. So later than 9:45.
Oh, I could make that. Yeah. If I quick get like a jet from Rochester to Pittsburgh, I could make that plane. I am going to guess $5,300.
Higher.
Ugh. You can fly to Dubai for less than Tokyo? What? Okay. How about $6,800?
Higher.
Yeah. I'm not getting a ticket anywhere either. $7,400.
Even higher.
No way. What is it?
$9,794.
Oh my gosh. Shut your face. Oh
I know. Goodness. I about fell on the floor when I saw that.
All right. So neither of us are flying anywhere, which is kind of exciting that Nolan will be happy I'm not spending almost $10,000.
Just on the flight.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, what's the activity I get to do if I get a flight?
If you get the chance to go, you are going to do Mario Kart in the streets of Tokyo.
No, are you serious? Why didn't I get the flight? Oh,
I don't know. And this price is just for one person.
One person. Oh man, that sounds like it would be dangerous. So there's got to be some sort of like liability waiver or something. So that comes with a price. The streets of Tokyo, that sounds like they'd have to like block off some streets, which probably involves the government, which is always expensive. I'm going to go with like $350.
Oh, no. Lower.
Wow. Okay, this is sounding good. I can roll
this
with
is
this.
Like kind of affordable. If it were like a once in a lifetime experience, I would pay this price.
Once in a lifetime? Okay, I would pay like $200 to go skydiving. So I'm going to say $200.
Getting closer. Less.
Oh gosh. 170.
Really close. $123.61.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get the plane flight, because otherwise I'd be really bummed that I could do Mario Kart, but I'm just not able to at the moment. Well,
I mean,
right.
you were close. You were within $100, so we'll give it to you.
Oh, okay.
If we're going to follow the rules, you can have it.
Well, it's a good thing all of this is make-believe anyways. So that was our first round of whatever this game is named. That was just silly fun and discovering how much money we don't have to spend on day of tickets. But it's fun to think about, and that's all kind of what Wildcard Wednesdays are about, is just thinking about something else for a little while. So, Allie, I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, that was really fun. If you liked this new game that we're playing, send us like a location that you want us to look up. Maybe there's somewhere that you want to go and you're like, hey, what would that cost for the day of? Or maybe you're like, that game was kind of weird, but here's a suggestion to make it better. We want some feedback. Send us a DM, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to us via email. Let us know what you think. I had a really great time coming up with some ideas, and it was fun to fantasize what could be if we had all the time and money in the world. But yeah, leave us a 5-star review. Give us any feedback. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for all of your support, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for tuning in to the Wanderlusting Lives podcast. Come escape with us again every other Tuesday for Travel Tuesdays and every other Wednesday for Wildcard Wednesdays.
Don't forget to give us a subscribe and a follow on all of our social media and wherever you listen to your podcasts. And until next time, wander on!